draw the structural, condensed, skeletal, and molecular formulas for these molecules. So the first thing is to determine how many carbon atoms that I have. So I'll look at the prefixes for all of the molecules that I need. So I have pent, hept, and but. And they are all single bonds because they all end in "ane." Okay? So pentane is how many carbons? 5 carbons. Hept, 7. And but? 4. Great. So now I need to draw the structural formula. What do I always start with to draw the structural formula? Carbon atoms. So I start off with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what do I put around them? Hydrogens. Great. So now I want to draw the condensed formula. So again, with the condensed, you write it as you say it. So what do I see first? CH3. So I see the CH3, so I write CH3. Then what do I see? CH2. Then? CH2. Then? CH2. Great. CH2. Excellent. So this is my condensed. What's the repeating unit? What repeats here? CH2. So this is the factor. As you go down and add more carbons, okay, to go from meth to F to etc., you're always adding a factor of CH2, and that's adding in the middle for alkanes. Okay? Skeletal. What am I interested in drawing? The carbons or the hydrogens? The carbons. So each point is basically a carbon. So I start. How many carbons do I need? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And it's always a zigzag line because I'm just looking at a chain. I'm not looking at circles. Okay, these come later. Okay? The other shapes of the molecules that we have. Yes?
Do I have to draw the dots with each?
No, but it helps me see it. Okay, so it's up to you. You don't have to put the dots, but to remind you that you're actually starting here, not with the line. The line is the bond between the two carbons. Be careful. Okay? So what's the molecular formula here? C5. Excellent. Okay, next one is heptane. So how do I draw that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does it matter that I went down? They're still in order. If I can draw a straight line, okay, that means that there's still heptane. Okay? And then what do I do around them? Put the hydrogens. Always make sure that you've got 4 bonds around each carbon. Okay? Sometimes it's easy to forget one of the hydrogens as you're doing it quickly. Don't. Okay? Alright, now I need the condensed formula for heptane. What do you see first? CH3. Okay, then? CH2. Great. Easy. Then, skeletal. Excellent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this what everybody got?
Yes.
Okay. Ro'a, what did you get for the molecular formula?
C7H16.
C7H? Perfect. Okay. Butane. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fatima, I want you to tell me the condensed formula.
CH3. CH2. CH2. CH3.
Perfect. Okay. Lulwa, I need you to tell me the skeletal.
It's gonna have 4 points.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then Fatima S.
It's C4H10.
Done. Easy? Now, if I wanted to ask you for the general formula for alkanes, do you remember what we talked about? So the general formula means that it's the relationship between the number of carbons and the hydrogens for alkanes. Okay, so you see here, C5H12, C7H16, C4H10. Is there a relationship between the hydrogen atoms, the number of hydrogen atoms, to the number of carbons? How is the 12 related to the 5? How is the 16 related to the 7? How is the 10 related to the 4? So what can you say?
I think like the amount of carbon is multiplied by 2, then you add 2.
Excellent. So here, let's try it with here. I have 5, okay? So the number of carbons is 5. Multiply 5 by 2. What do you get? 10. And if I add 2 to 10, what do you get?
11.
Is that the number?
Yes.
Okay, let's try it here. Let's see if it's the same rule. Here I have 7, okay? 7 times 2 is what? 14. And if I add 2 to that, what do I get?
16.
Okay, let's see here. 4 times 2 is what?
8.
Plus 2.
10.
Is that what I get?
Yes.
Okay, so to write the general formula for any alkane, okay, you write CnH2n plus 2. N is the number of carbon atoms. And that will work for any alkane. So if they're ever asking you for the general formula for alkanes, this is what you have to write. And so, if I give you any alkane and I ask you to write its molecular formula, you don't have to draw the structural formula. Because all you need to do is just put in the information into the equation and you get the value. Okay?